Omo, quick question. If you had the chance to advise Wilfred Ndidi to play one club next season, which club would that be? Manchester United or Everton? Let me know your answers down below in the comments, because in today's video, we are going to talk about the latest update concerning Wilfred Ndidi's transfer to Manchester United and also that of Everton. You're also going to talk about Paul Onuachu, why the player is frustrated. He wants to go to Trabzonspor, but then Southampton are making things difficult for him. We are going to discuss that. We're also going to talk about Tosin Adarabioyo, who scored a goal for Chelsea. And after the game, he spoke about his nationality switch to play for Nigeria Super Eagles. We're also going to talk about onyeaka and also what Ighalo had to say in a video about Victor Osimhen's transfer saga. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching Sports Corner NG. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Wilfred Ndidi. Last year, Wilfred Ndidi renewed his contract with Leicester City. Now, when he renewed his contract, he had a clause in that contract. Now, that clause says that if Leicester City gets relegated, then Wilfred Ndidi is going to leave the club at a very cheap fee. And that clause is called the relegation release clause. Now, Wilfred Ndidi's relegation release clause is £9 million. If you convert that to euros, it is 11 million euros. And a lot of clubs have shown interest in Wilfred Ndidi because this is affordable for a lot of clubs. Everton, Manchester United, clubs across Europe want to sign Wilfred Ndidi, who is 28 years of age. Now, the reason why Manchester United are pushing for Wilfred Ndidi is very simple. It's because of Casemiro. Casemiro is attracting interest from Saudi Arabian clubs. Now, these Saudi Arabian clubs want to pay top dollar for Casemiro. Casemiro takes a lot of money at Manchester United, over £300,000 a week. And Casemiro is one of those players that Manchester United wants to let go so they can free up their wage bill. Now, if Casemiro leaves, Manchester United are going to sign Wilfred Ndidi as his replacement. Now, this has been discussed between the hierarchy, the sporting director, and also the coach, Ruben Amorim. And he has given the green light that if Casemiro leaves, then he needs an experienced player to come in and get the job done in the person of Wilfred Ndidi. But then Everton are willing to go toe for toe, boot for boot, pound for pound with Manchester United for the signature of Wilfred Ndidi, because they also see him as a player that can help them bolster their squad for next season, because David Moyes wants more players. And so far, Wilfred Ndidi has played 303 games for Leicester City. He has scored 18 goals and provided 22 assists since signing for the club in 2017. Now, these are the trophies he has won with Leicester City: the FA Cup, the Community Shield, and also the Championship title that got them promoted. And they played in the EPL last season and they have been relegated. So guys, this is the latest update concerning Wilfred Ndidi and why he is coming up on everyone's radar when it comes to Wilfred Ndidi to Manchester United is because of Casemiro. He's been seen as Casemiro's replacement at Manchester United. If Casemiro ends up leaving to Saudi Arabian club, either Al Hilal or Al Nassr, Ndidi is his direct replacement. So guys, that is the latest update. Now let's move away from that and talk about Tosin Adarabioyo. Now, Tosin Adarabioyo is the oldest player at Chelsea. Now, this player has made it very open that he needs time to make his decision concerning his nationality switch to play for Nigeria. Yesterday, after scoring a goal for Chelsea against Esperance in the FIFA Club World Cup, he talked about his nationality switch. And speaking to news agency of Nigeria, this is what he said. And I read, he says that is a question I have answered quite a bit recently. Yeah, it is something that we are looking forward to in the future. It is a conversation I want to have with the coach, and we will see how that goes. He says that he wants to have a conversation with Eric Sakushel. And if things go right, then he is going to switch nationality and play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. See, this is very positive. I'm happy for him because after the game against Esperance, he won the man of the match. And it is very good to see Tosin Adarabioyo speaking positively concerning his nationality switch to play for Nigeria. Now, let's move away from Tosin Adarabioyo and talk about what Ighalo had to say about Victor Osimhen's transfer saga. Let's check it out.
For me, in the world now, you want to mention to striker, you don't call his name. It's impossible. He's doing so well. We underrate our own. There's the problem in Africa. We underrate our own African players and potentials. But if you want to search the world now for a proper goal scorer, search now, tell me 2 or 3. A true, number 9, center forward, a goal scorer. Search the world now and tell me, currently as of today now, 2 or 3. You will mention his name now. It's not easy, you understand, because agents calling every day, people talking, the media and all that. But I think Victor is mentally strong because he has gone through challenges in his life, even at his age, and he has overcome them. He knows what he wants. He knows what we were together 2 days ago, but we didn't talk about football just for us to have fun and all that. You understand? But I believe he knows what he wants. He's a grown-up guy now, so he has worked hard to be where he is today. So he knows what he wants. If he calls me for my opinion, for my this thing, I will tell him. But I think he has done well. So whatever decision he make, is a win-win for him. If he advised me, of course, I would say go. But I mean, if he asks you, right? If he asks me, yes, I would say, of course, go. Whatever.
So guys, you have heard from Ighalo. He says that if Victor Osimhen needs advice concerning transfer, where to go next, he's available. And he knows what he's going to tell Victor Osimhen. I think I know what the advice is. Let's not forget, Ighalo was the person who said, trophies don't pay bills. Let's not forget, he would advise Osimhen to go to Saudi Arabia. I know what the advice is going to be. It's going to be like, just go to Saudi Arabia, simple as ABCD. But then, this is what Ighalo is saying. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Next, let's talk about onyeaka. He also spoke about next season with Brentford. Let's not forget, he went on loan at Augsburg. And after the loan, he was not retained. So he has returned back to his parents' club, Brentford. And he spoke about that and also spoke about Nigeria Super Eagles and their World Cup chances. This is what he said. Let's check it out.
Enjoy the game. So
you went on loan to Germany last season and it was fantastic, brilliant. Assist, a lot of all that. But now you're back in your club. What should we look forward to this coming season from Frank?
I mean, my aim right now is to go back to Brentford. I don't know who the new coach will be. That's the first thing first. So I have to speak to him to know what's going on, and then we can take it from there.
All right. The Super Eagles of Nigeria World Cup qualifiers up next, and then December AFCON. What should Nigerians be looking out for from the team in our World Cup qualifying series, despite how it has been so far? And then the Nations Cup is here again.
I mean, the first thing first is to win the next 4 games that we have. Make sure we have a good point to qualify for the World Cup. I mean, to be a shame if we don't qualify for the World Cup, especially with the amount of players, talent we have in the squad. So for us, it's the important thing for us to go to the World Cup. And for the Nations Cup, we are preparing. We know I went last time, so we are all preparing to, for this time around.
Can we go one better in the Nations Cup and get gold this time?
I mean, we'll see what happens. The first thing we have to make sure that we'll be there, qualify for the group stage, and then see what happens.
Let's talk about.
So guys, you have heard from onyeaka. He says he does not know who the coach is, so he can't really tell. So he has to wait to know who the coach is first, and then thereafter he knows whether he still has a future at Brentford or not. Secondly, he talked about Super Eagles of Nigeria, saying that it would be very sad, it would be disappointing if they don't go to the World Cup, looking at the crop of players they have currently. And I'm saying this, it might not look like a golden generation to a lot of people, but this is Nigeria Super Eagles' golden generation in recent times. It would be very sad for them to miss World Cup twice. 2022 and 2026. That is a combined 8 years. It will be very sad. So, guys, let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Paul Onuachu. the player is frustrated. Now, let's not forget, this player is attracting interest from a lot of clubs, but the player is open to joining Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor also wanted the player because of what he did when he came on a loan spell in 2023. He scored a total of 17 goals and provided 4 assists across all competition and played 25 games. They like what he did. But after his loan spell, Southampton decided that they wanted to retain him and play the just ended season. In the just ended season, he played 25 games, scoring 4 goals and giving 1 assist. Southampton have been relegated. And currently, Trabzonspor have submitted 5 million euros, which we all know that is what Southampton wants for the player. But Southampton are making things difficult for the player. Now, this is coming from Buchi Laba, talking about the player, stating that Paul Onuachu is very frustrated. Southampton keeps shifting the post. I was told days ago a deal has been agreed. Now they are back to negotiations. Paul Onuachu wants to go to Trabzonspor, but Southampton are making things difficult for clubs who wants to sign him. And this word is coming from Buchi Laba, talking about the player. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. We are going to follow up on all this and bring you more updates live here. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. And also, let me know what you think. Should Wilfred Ndidi join Manchester United or Everton? Let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. See you in the next one. Sorry, we go vibe.